Let's get chaotic.
Okay.
The energy in this room is off the charts, let me tell you. It's Nina, Victoria, and Ashley all back, ready to get chaotic.
Woo!
Oh, that's exciting.
It is exciting because, Ashley, guess what?
What?
Victoria has a date tonight.
Yeah.
We dove right on in.
Okay, well, she doesn't even sound excited about this.
I have a lot to do today, and
But
I'm like,
she came in with her hair straightened,
Yeah.
already ready to go. She's
Okay,
wearing the
to be
dress that she's
fair-
wearing
Oh,
tonight.
it's a dress. I was going to say, she's wearing a fancy top.
the thing is, like, the dress was the easiest thing for me to put on this morning, and I was running late. My hair I haven't washed in a week, so I finally washed it last night.
Oh.
Probably shouldn't have said that, but
No, my friend can do that too. I cannot go that long
can't
without washing
either.
my hair. 3 days is my max.
I normally can't, but it just kind of kept rolling over. You know,
Yeah.
it just kind of kept like a
You're
seal.
having a good hair week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then last night I was like, oh crap, I really have to do it, especially because I don't have time today because I have to go look at an apartment that I really want. So I have to do that also. And I have to take my medicine at a certain time because it'll last me like 3 to 4 hours. So I got to get like the maximum time out of that. But I can't take it before I go on my date because I'm going to be really like fucked.
Yeah, you really shouldn't take it on your date.
Well, I'm not going to take it on my
What does
date.
it do?
It's just, I get really quiet. Like I get like really in my head. And like last night, for example, I took it yesterday to like work, but then I went to dinner with my friends. And I was just like very quiet for the first like 30 minutes. I'm not hungry when I usually end up have to start drinking. That sounds bad. But like if I'm going out to dinner with my friends, like I'll have to take a few drinks before I can get to like the food because like I'm not hungry.
Mhm.
I don't really want to eat. I ate very little because like I'm not.
I wish I had that problem.
You know, ADD medicine. If you're not aware, Victoria does have ADHD, ADD. Is it ADD or ADHD?
I don't really know.
Probably a combo of both. So she does take medicine for that.
But it just like it gets me really like zoned in,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to stick to it. And yesterday I did technically. It's supposed to only last like 3 or 4 hours, and
So you're supposed to take it multiple times a day usually?
my doctor says 1 time a day.
Oh,
1 time a day.
One time.
one time.
Whenever like I just need to focus. But the only that sucks is when I have like a lot to do. I'm like, should we take 1.5?
Well, and also, like,
the brightest
who's
thing.
like, okay, I only have to focus for 3 to 4 hours today, so I'm going to time this so I can get all my focusing done at once. Like, I would never be able to do that.
But the thing is,
so I
like,
commend you.
I've taken the all day ones before when I was in school, and it just gave me a headache all day.
Oh.
And I was literally like, I don't
What
feel
you-
anything. I don't want to do anything.
What you got to do is you got to be pounding water the whole time. Now, it does it different for me, but for
Why?
you, because it does dehydrate you a little bit. So if you pound water the whole time when you take it, like Adderall, which got me through college, I do not have ADD.
Okay, I was going to say, wait, you don't have ADD.
I
and then I
don't.
forgot. That's right. It was a thing.
It was a
Doesn't
thing.
it like dilute it? I need that shit on its
Yeah.
record going for me.
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it does.
I've heard it dilutes it because when I take it at night, sometimes people I take it like the latest I've ever taken it was 6 o'clock. But one time I took it at 6:30 and I was up to like 2 o'clock in the morning. And they're like, well, drink a lot of water because it'll dilute it a little bit. And maybe you can go to sleep.
Oh.
But
So
I don't know.
Now you see she can't take it on her date.
I see that.
no, I don't think I'd be as good on air if I took it like the whole during the day one.
that too.
Yeah, so you take it before the show usually.
I take it after the show. Like I don't like being on it.
Oh, because
while
it makes
I'm
you
talking.
quiet. Duh. Yes.
And
Got
I
it.
like
I was
to
thinking
get-
the opposite. Yeah.
The all day one didn't make me as quiet. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's like since it's like so much at one time so fast, it's like just really zones me in, and I like it because I won't get distracted. I won't want to watch TV. I won't want to run around. Granted, the first hour before it like kicks in, like the first 30 to 45 minutes, oh my god, I feel like I'm on zoomies like my cat. Like I'm just running
I kinda
around.
wanna see
I
a
wanna
video
dance.
of that. Yeah.
I'm just like, guys,
It's
I have
kind
so
of
many
like how she is
ideas.
every day.
Yeah.
It's just like almost
With
like I have so much
coffee.
like a high, and then it like brings me down.
This is it. Again, I'm just still fascinated that you can be like, okay, these are the 3 to 4 hours I've got to focus today. Mine is like, okay, I'm going to focus for a few hours here. I got to get this crap done. Okay. I need 15 minutes of focusing here. Palmer now needs this, so I've got to go do this. So I'm going to squeeze 30 more minutes of focusing over here.
And then this
I
and
would
then
be
that.
hosed.
Luckily,
Yeah.
I've timed it pretty well with the show. In the morning, I'm pretty good at getting the podcast done if I'm just like not really good at focusing. But after the show, I'll beep bop around for a minute, eat something for lunch. Oh, it's okay. I do that all the time, and you can hear it.
I know. Did you notice how slowly I put this down? I went like this.
You're so good at it.
She was talking about her water bottle.
Yeah,
sorry,
I
yeah,
set,
sorry.
It, set it down so that it couldn't make a noise on the thing and disrupt because I wanted it to be very important about what you were saying. But then you still commented on the.
Well, I have not taken my medicine, so
So this is shiny
checks
object.
out.
It's really cute.
So, but yeah, so then I like wait till after, and then I get majority of what I need to get done within like those 4 hours.
Okay.
If not, I've been re-listening, this is not great, but actually, I've been taking like half of one if I need to,
Okay, that's fine.
which is fine, right? It just
I'm
gives me an
not
extra
judging you.
like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
No, it's totally fine. But the thing with like doing this all day long, I was reading, I don't know what article it was, but I was reading something about some of the most successful people. And some of the most successful people make sure that they have uninterrupted focus time on work where they go really hard for about 4 to 5 hours.
Okay.
They have an hour outside every day where they're in the sun. They have an hour where they're communicating or like hanging out with a friend, like sharing coffee or something. And
That's
then
cute.
they are learning something new every day. So that's kind of how the day is broken up, and the most well-rounded, successful people, that's how they do it, which I thought was really interesting because when I read it, I was realizing that I hadn't been spending that much time outside or not looking out the window. Like I like to sit in the dark. Well, that's a problem. So forcing yourself to be outside for an hour. But the whole concept of 4 or 5 hours of uninterrupted like focus makes perfect sense to me because then that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks is like when you take it kind of later, like at 2, you're 4 or 5 hours, and that like by then it's already 7.
Yeah.
Well,
And
it's
then,
how
like,
you
come here so early.
and it's how you time your day.
Yeah.
It's what's the most effective for you.
Yeah.
And I work really well early in the morning, so mine just goes like that, and then the rest of the day I have to focus on other things. But it's different.
Yeah.
Do you still take it?
Adderall?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe in Vegas.
No, just because you were like, when I have to focus, I do it this time. So I was like, wait, are you taking this too?
No.
I'm very confused.
I don't take Adderall to focus. I take it to party.
Okay.
Which is only sometimes. And
Okay, so now this is confusing me.
Okay.
How does it work to help you party if it's helping
it could
her to
not.
focus on?
like it's not good for you. Like
Christine
I'll
doesn't
say
have
that I'm not
ADD.
sitting here
Oh.
telling you that
ADHD.
you should go do that.
No.
But it's something that helps me not get super hammered like in Vegas.
Okay.
And you want to I get tired. So it helps me stay up so I can go do the all night stuff and not be left behind.
Got it.
I can't
So-
imagine like wanting to like stay up. Like usually sometimes it makes me tired.
No, yeah. Well, it's opposite. We have different chemicals. And that's why I take antidepressants and anti-anxiety because of my chemicals. And so that balances that all out too. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you take anything, Ashley?
I take vitamin D.
Okay.
Oh, I think I want to start taking that.
girl.
Yeah, I get that D every day. I did actually ask.
bragging.
I did ask Mark yesterday if he wanted a meat stick. We were at a softball game, and my friend gave me a package
Wait,
that had
our
2.
boss, Mark?
No, my
Her husband.
Oh,
And
Sorry,
he
husband
wrote
Mark.
back, "I have one for you," and I was like, "You are
That's
such
so
a child."
great.
It was very
That's
funny.
hilarious.
Well, how often do you get meat sticks?
Like my husband's meat stick.
Yeah, how often do you get a meat
Not
stick?
as often as you would like anymore in marriage with a 10-year-old or
That's why I'm
almost
just
10-year-old.
curious. Is it like once a week?
No.
Like once a month?
Yes.
Oh, really?
About, well, I don't know. It averages out. Here's the thing. It averages out. Like sometimes it's more. Sometimes it's just, it's really hard because first of all, never in the week because the second it's bedtime, it's like,
Lights out.
yeah. And then we do have a child that likes to sleep in our room on the floor still.
Uh-huh.
So she'll go to sleep in her bed and then she'll at some point be in your room on the floor.
So you just never know.
Like the middle of the night.
Yeah, and we don't really have a door that closes very well.
Ooh.
Right.
There's a lot of issues. So you have to be creative at times.
That's kind of fun.
Do you kiss every day?
Yes.
Aw.
Okay.
Yeah. And hug because I make him.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, we're supposed to be having 8 hugs a day to be able to function at our highest.
Oh, I hope he's listening right now because I need 8 hugs a day then.
Eight
Yeah.
hugs a day is what the average person needs to be able to function. And also, if you have a partner, you're supposed to kiss for about, was it like 4 to 6 seconds or something like that for you to be able to have that moment of connection. Because people have such busy days.
Yeah.
You're married, you got a kid, you don't have sex but once a month and you have somebody laying right next to you.
The way
I'm
you
not going
say
to
that. You don't have sex, but you have someone who lays next to you.
Yeah.
Because what I'm saying is, if I did, it'd be different. But not necessarily. I'd probably get there too. But right now is how I feel.
Well, no. And if I mean, that is not how our relationship started
I
by
know.
any means.
I
Yeah.
know. My nosy ass. I
It
get
changes.
and
Things
yeah,
change.
and that's how it is.
But then I have like some of my friends, I mean, they are like jackrabbits and they're married
Jackrabbits?
and have kids, but they also have like a very strict routine. That
That's
it's like
follow?
that
That's
their
odd to
kids
me.
follow not the sex part, but
Oh.
the kids have a very strict
they know
routine.
their-
You know what I mean? So it's like
They know when things have.
They know their windows. Their
yeah,
open windows.
yeah,
Yeah. It's just.
yeah.
Just curious.
yeah. But can we go back to the most important thing that we have left already?
My apartment.
No,
What?
the date.
I asked her what his name was, and she goes, Chris, Kevin. I don't know. And then the name of him actually is nothing like those two.
Okay, so we're calling him Chris Kevin.
Oh.
Chris Kevin.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah.
How did you meet him?
On Hinge, which I really don't like that, but
How is Hinge different than all the others?
it really
Hinge
isn't.
is kind of better than the other ones.
People say it's better, but honestly, I've had really terrible experiences on Bumble.
Okay.
Never actually used Tinder, but I've heard bad experiences on Tinder, so I was just like scared, like, no. And then I've had really shitty dates on Hinge, so I'm like, I honestly don't think they're any different at this point.
This is how it works. Dating is a numbers game.
Yeah, but I
more-
don't want to like.
The more opportunity or the bigger your pool, the better chance you have. So if you're on all of the apps, then you have a better chance of finding somebody somewhere. They all suck. Dating sucks. Being out there fucking sucks. But if you want to find somebody great, open up your pool.
But can I just swim in the pool? I don't want to.
Well, you are. So she's going out with Chris Kevin tonight.
Chris Kevin. Okay. And where are you guys going? You don't know his name or where you're going.
Oh, wait. No, it's called Bar Vicilando? Vicilando? Something like that. I don't know. It's a bar. But it's like a bar that there's like also, I've been there once and there's like really cute drinks and then there's also really cute little like meals. Like last
Cute
night-
little meals.
Like,
That's what
last time I
everyone's
got,
looking
like,
for.
a
Oh my God, you guys
BLT.
want to go have a cute little meal?
Well, I don't know because this guy asked me for dinner. Like every other date I've been on since moving here, I've been like drinks or coffee or like we've never gone
Coffee
to,
dates are never going to go far.
No.
which I don't mind. I'm like, nah, that's fine.
But
Yeah.
dinner dates,
But
actually an
dinner-
adult saying, I'm going to really try to get to know you. I'm not
Which-
going to have a backup plan tonight. I'm going to dedicate this much time to try to get to know you.
Which is kind of why, like, I don't know. I feel like dinner's kind of expensive.
He's going to pay for it.
Is like I feel
Ooh, here's a good question.
bad.
If he doesn't offer to pay for it, is it done?
like if it's like if we split it. Like
Yeah.
we
If he's like, do you
I
want to
think so.
split it? How
don't-
would that make you feel?
I'd just be like, oh, okay.
And then would you be like, Chris Kevin,
It'd be like a friend. No, only because like I don't know, dating. I feel like in your 20s, like if you're playing the numbers game, you're going out so much, you're dating so many people. You're like I don't know. For guys, it's like that's spending so much money. Like I kind of get it. Like that's a lot of money to keep spending on like different girls every let's say fucking weekend. Like
yeah.
you're spending $20 here, and then if you go to dinner, that's like $50, and then you're going like another night, like a different drinks, and then like $60. I mean,
Also, if you can find dinner for two people for $50,
That's
like
a
please
steal.
let me know. Are you going to
100%.
Dick's or
We love
McDonald's?
that was just like an easy like 60, like that's kind of expensive, and I don't know, we're in our 20s, so it's like
I mean, it gets expensive, but he's also making the choice to take you to dinner. Like he
Yeah.
also could have said something else. But
That's true.
But at the end of the night, it's usually what you want out of it. Like
Yeah.
I won't let somebody pay for me if I know I'm not going to see them again because I don't want to feel
obligated.
just guilty because I know I'm not going to see you again. So I'll be like, no, it's fine. Let's just split it. They don't know
Well-
any better and they just think I'm being polite. But
Okay, so there you go. There's your out. If he offers to pay and you don't like him,
Just
you just
split
offer
it.
to
you
split it.
offer to split it.
What's nice is he's like, oh my gosh, like you need to show me around your area, so like we might go like maybe like a different bar after.
He's a
It's-
transplant.
Oh,
So
where's
he
he
doesn't
from?
have any friends here.
and he just moved.
Stockton, California.
Someone told me the other day that's where you got to get him is when they first move here.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, this isn't getting like a dog. Like when they first like come to the
He just got off the plane.
Yeah.
That also makes me
Run.
nervous though because that's a lot of pressure. If then you're the only person that this person knows,
I can't do that either.
and then they like really lean on you to spend all of their time with you.
Well, that's if he's needy. He might be. I mean, he's already out looking at dating.
That's true.
in
He's
a
probably
new
dating
place.
other people too.
So I think
Which-
you're fine.
go off.
I mean, I just think you should have fun.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. That's boring.
It's just having a good time, taking all the pressure off what it's supposed to be, and just have fun.
But see,
The
like
thing
I
I'm the most worried about is what you're going to talk about.
I don't know.
She has no faith in you. I think you're going to be great.
No,
Thanks,
I have,
Ashley.
I have faith. I just know how nervous
It's just very
she
little.
gets.
Just kidding.
Very little.
Well, it's because
It's like
you're
a medium
finding,
amount.
she's finding every excuse under the sun right now to not like the date before she even gets there.
Oh, don't do that.
Not like it. I'm just like, I don't know. It's Friday night. All my friends are gone for the weekend, which I think helps because if
Yeah.
they weren't gone, I'd be like,
You'd have FOMO.
I want to go hang out with my friends, and like that's like when I have fun. So like I've always thought if I ever like find someone, like I want to be friends with them, and we kind of like do it, or like meet at a bar, or like you know what I mean. Like not. I just really don't like dating apps, and it's like so much pressure. You don't know how he's gonna be, who he is. Like it's almost like blind dates, except you know how he looks like.
Yeah,
and his name.
it's exactly what it is.
But I'm just like
But you guys
I'm
have
so
talked
excited.
already before this,
a
right?
little bit, yeah.
Like on the phone or just texting
No,
or
just texting.
Okay.
But he seems really sweet. Like he did. My location is in a different, like where I used to live, different little area. And he's like, oh, like let's go check it out around there. Like, do you know any places? And I was like, oh, like I used to live there. Like, let me think. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like I thought your location says you live there now. Like we can go somewhere else. I'm like, well, that's sweet. Like thanks.
Mhm.
But then he's like, oh my gosh, now you're going to show me around your new neighborhood. And I'm like, oh crap, I forget every place we go to, like me and my friends around my new neighborhood. So I was like, shit. Sydney.
But there's a Taco Bell nearby, right?
No.
Oh.
Taco Bell.
Well, remember that one day when she was so...
She hates Taco Bell.
What was it then? She went through a drive-thru, or she was going to go get her roommate. She left us a voice text.
Oh, I
And
don't
she
know.
was super hungover, and she was like wanting to get food, and her roommate was going, but she was like, I can't get in the car. She was like, but I want to order food from there. I swear it was Taco Bell.
It wasn't Taco Bell. It was a taco restaurant.
Taco restaurant, okay.
But it wasn't Taco Bell. I can't remember what it's called.
But
Carmelo's
I just
tacos.
Oh, it was just like this whole
So
thing about
good.
tacos and how hungover she was, but she really wanted tacos.
I
But she
really
didn't think
wanted
she could
them.
go there.
I think I made mac and cheese instead.
I think I didn't listen to that message after
This
I heard
bitch.
the because man, it goes on for so long.
It's me talking. Thank you, Ashley, for listening. I
You're,
feel heard.
You're welcome. You were. I heard it all.
Thank you.
To the point where I knew you wanted tacos.
Yeah.
And that,
And it stuck with you.
ow!
The
Well-
hell just happened?
She's just kicked herself on the
On the what?
Just ran my
On the
like
board.
corner of my kneecap into the counter. Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry.
Just
Got
really
another
getting,
knee.
getting worked up over here.
I
Do you want Taco Bell?
do, kind of. I had actually had Taco Bell last night because Palmer is in summer softball, and we don't get
Her daughter.
get there. Yeah, we get there at 5:30, and we are not done until last night.
7?
We were done at 9.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
shit! Wait, what is she doing? Like
They
that-
have an hour of practice before a 2-hour game, and a 2-hour game is minimum.
what?
Do you like it better that it's all at the same time?
No,
No.
I do not.
Mm.
It's too long to spend on one night, and to get home. We got home at 9:30 last night.
That's late.
9:45 ish, and so then we hadn't eaten dinner, so it was like, okay, well, there's a Taco Bell on the way home, so let's get Taco Bell. But then you feel kind of like crap because you just
Yeah.
ate Taco Bell, and then I'm sitting there trying to stay awake so that I can digest my Taco Bell before I go to bed and wake up at 4:00 in the morning.
But also, an hour of practice before the game, it kind of like.
Yeah, it's this
I don't
stupid
get
summer
that.
league. I don't like it.
My nephew had that too, but he's also 5, so it made sense that they had that
But you're
because
gonna-
then their game was like a half an hour. It was really,
Yeah.
it was really cute.
That's
Then you're
different.
tiring the kids out. I don't
Yeah,
get
and they're
that.
fine. I mean, they're not tired. They're tired, but not like,
Fully done. for
But
the day.
yeah, that makes sense when it's a shorter game. But when it's because then you don't want to be going somewhere for like you set up by the time
Yeah,
you're there and
yeah.
then you're leaving.
Yeah.
But yeah, the hour practice and then 2 to 2.5 hour game is a little ridiculous.
I need to show you the throw I made on stage the other day when we were in Portland for a festival, whatever
Oh,
it
You
was.
guys were on
yeah.
stage, huh?
I hate to get so nervous being on stage. I don't think I like it. But they gave me a T-shirt because Brad, our executive producer for the Jubal Show, was using a T-shirt cannon and it wasn't going very far. And I'm like, well, can I just throw this T-shirt? Like, I don't want to put it in the cannon. And so he's like, yeah, go for it. Me thinking it wasn't going to go that far. Ashley, I launched it farther than the T-shirt cannon.
She did.
Nice.
I need
She
to show you the
did.
video.
Was everyone in the audience like, whoa?
Yeah, they
I don't
were
know.
actually. It was
Oh.
pretty good. But it was funny when we first went on stage and we were just like, introducing ourselves.
Oh.
So with the Jubal Show, we're on multiple stations nationwide, and one of them is in Portland. So we went down there for their summer jam. So it was great because it was a throwback concert. So we're
Oh.
talking about Ice Cube,
What?
Maya, Genuine.
That's awesome.
Loonies was there. Who else am I
I'm
missing?
not going to lie. I did not know.
You didn't get 5 on it?
5?
Okay, that's actually a funny story. So, but let me go back to
E40
that.
was there.
Oh yeah,
I don't know who
E40.
that is, but
I mean, it was huge, dude.
Oh,
Like
man.
Ice Cube was. I mean, it was really cool. So I was living my best life,
Ice Cube
and
is
I love
dope.
Maya. But so we all go out there, and Jubal's like, "Oh, I'm Jubal." I'm like, "Whatever." And and Victoria takes the microphone, and she goes, "I'm Victoria."
I didn't say it like that. It's just because no, Jubal went out and be like, "Hey guys, what's up? I'm Jubal from the Jubal Show. We're all excited. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Nina. Like, how are y'all doing tonight?" And then I took it and I'm like, "Well, shit. They already said how you doing, and we're gonna have a great time. So, hi, I'm Victoria." I'm like, I don't know. What else do I say?
Say it from your chest.
It's like literally, I got off the stage and people were like, "Victoria, I need you to really say it from your chest next time. Like, you gotta like bring it home." And I'm like, "Oh God, next time, shit." Like,
Oh, you had to go back out again?
I know. That's my for the shirt
it's
though, so
so
it's okay.
funny.
It's just like there's a lot of people.
You know what the crazy?
And they all
thing-
know you're Victoria now.
Yeah, they do.
Yikes.
And that you got an arm.
And yeah, and then I get so if anyone, the baseball teams need an extra pitcher, or football needs an extra quarterback,
There you go.
just call me.
She just has to learn the plays and
Yep.
how to play
Oh.
the games.
Right.
Well,
and then she'll be set.
I'll just throw
Yeah.
the ball. You can go catch
Okay.
it.
You guys figure it out. Just
Yeah.
tell her when to throw.
Yeah, exactly. Just say 1, 2, 3, throw, and let me tell you.
Oh, those defenses will never know what's coming.
I'll bring home a championship of some sort.
See, look at this. Is where the confidence needs to come from.
I know,
just think
right?
about your arm every time
Next
you need
time
to
you
feel
get out
confident.
there, you just be like, I'm Victoria and I'm going to win a championship.
They're like, who the hell let her up there?
Yeah.
I think they would love it.
Aw.
But speaking of who the hell let them up there,
Oh.
so back to Looney's really
yeah.
fast. Okay, so Looney's had this one hit called I got five on it.
Yeah.
So all of these artists now of these throwback shows have got to be easily in their 50s and higher now.
Of course.
Right? So you've got these two like smokers, man. They've got their big blunts on stage. They're doing their thing. Afterwards, they're in the front watching the show with everybody else. But I was standing on the side and watching these girls that had to be in like their early 20s, maybe like 19. I don't even know, like 3 of them. And these loonies in their 50s are just slowly bringing girls backstage, just slowly getting them brought backstage.
What?
to
I
the
didn't even
side.
notice that.
It was so funny. I was with Gabby and we were just like, what is happening?
Yeah, because all those girls probably are like, oh my God, we hung with loonies. And
you know what? I'm sure they are. That would be a really great story to
looking
tell.
up to see how
they're
old
like
they are
to
now.
tell your
50.
friends when they are 50. I did look it up.
I just went to my internet.
Taco Bell.
It was the cheesy bean and rice burrito I had to modify.
The cheesy bean and rice
Yeah.
burrito.
Take the cheese out, take the extra stuff.
Right,
you know.
'cause she's lactose.
Yeah, put in guacamole, some red
Oh.
sauce.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
You
Are
got
there
another
tortillas?
plan.
Now I
fake?
kind of want that again. Dang it. What do you mean?
Damn.
Are their tortillas fake?
Well, it's Taco Bell. Like, how does that taste good?
It's good. She hates it because she's never had it, but
Oh,
she hates it because
but
she thinks it's.
I think
fake.
I
What do
had
you
it
think
once
is
and it
what do you
wasn't
think
bad.
is the
It's
different? What would be the
okay.
difference between a real tortilla and a fake tortilla?
Bitch, the fake ones are like plastic. They taste like shit. A real tortilla is a real tortilla. Like it's an actual like. I can't even think of the fake ones. Make me want to throw up.
But what is in a fake one? I need to know. Like,
Honestly, probably plastic.
But are
I
you
don't know.
talking? I think she's talking about flour tortillas.
yeah, no, I get
'Cause she
that.
likes the corn tortillas that her dad makes, or that
Oh.
she
No, my
makes.
dad makes flour tortillas.
Oh, he does.
Yeah,
So you're saying, are they homemade or are they like mass produced? They're
I
not homemade.
genuinely think they're fake. I don't know what they are. But they're not real tortillas. I don't know what the hell they are, but
Okay.
they're not real. I don't know what they put in them.
To anybody that's listening right now that loves their Taco Bell and their Crunch Supremes
Shit,
or
I'm
whatever,
sorry, guys.
don't worry about it. We know it's not fake.
Yeah.
What? I don't know if it's coming.
You miss those little gorditas.
If it's making your tummy hurt that bad, it can't be great for you.
Does it make people's tummy hurt real bad?
That's what I hear.
Some
That's why
people say that.
It
some
depends
people
on what.
say it really like.
Here's the problem: is when you get Taco Bell, at least how it used to be, it was like 89-cent bean burritos,
Oh, shit.
99-cent
Wait, is it just
shit.
So you would get
Yeah.
well, and
you
would
get like
also-
10 things.
that
it's
part.
just beans in the burrito. Is that it?
It was beans, cheese, onions, red sauce. That's what's
Okay.
in a bean and
and
cheese
a lot of
burrito.
people would get the nacho supreme.
Yeah,
and then
or
you
nachos Belgrande.
and then you could also still get the Mexican pizza.
yeah.
the
like-
Mexican
And like the
pizza.
most expensive thing was like $1.99. So you would load up
Mhm.
and then you'd eat like 7 things and then you'd
But
want to
now-
die.
Well, so that makes sense why people got sick is because they eat more than one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they eat a lot of
Mm-hmm.
shit.
But now they have their cantina menu too, so it's supposed to be healthier. I don't know if it really is. Probably not, but
yeah.
it's there.
Their Mexican pizza really threw me off. What do they put? Beans and cheese on it and just like
I don't know. It's
think
basically
there's
like a
meat.
quesadilla.
Nesaba,
I mean, but shout out to Taco Bell. You keep doing you. I think you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Their breakfast Crunchwrap Supreme,
what's in that? Is there eggs in it?
yeah, they're probably fake. Eggs, a hash brown, and then you can put like guacamole in it. There
Well,
could
that
be
sounds
bacon in it. There could be
yummy.
sausage in it. It's so good.
I'm actually pretty pissed though because they got rid of the Mexi nuggets.
The what?
Yeah, because you're not allowed to call them that anymore.
Why
Why?
not?
Because I went to California for
Wait.
school, and I was like,
The
I went to
Mexi
Taco Bell,
nuggets?
and I
That's
was
what
like,
they were called. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm
That's
Are
not.
they
true.
chicken
That's what they were
nuggets
called.
sold at
no, they were
Mexican
tater
restaurants?
tots.
They were but they called them Mexi nuggets.
Yeah. And so I went to school in California and I went to Taco Bell and I was like, oh, do you have any Mexi nuggets? And she's like, do we have any what?
Oh, really?
And I was like, and my friends all looked at me like, what the F are you doing? And I was like, the tater tots, the tater tots.
wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
No.
that was a thing.
Yeah, no, they
so
can't call it that anymore.
Funny.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, what's the thing behind it though? Like, why don't they like it? They just don't like because it's Mex.
I don't know.
Because I think they thought it was like insensitive to say like Mexi anything.
I mean,
Huh.
I don't think it's
Do you feel that like any kind of way when we
No.
say that?
no. I
No.
don't. I
Well,
think
I
it's
think-
funny though, and I'm like, the fuck is that?
I
But-
think the problem was in certain parts of the country, it was not as like widely accepted. I don't
either
know.
Way,
either way, they
it's
don't call
gone
it
now.
that anymore.
I
Okay.
like tots,
So not-
whatever
Yeah.
it is with the good seasoning. But
Yeah, they do have.
anyway,
Oh no, that's at Taco Time.
well, they have that
Mexi
too. But then
nuggets.
they don't call them that.
Wow.
No, they call them. They used to be Mexi fries,
Right.
but now they're not.
Right.
See fries. I don't know. Now it's just funny at this
Just
point.
what
Like,
we did up here in the PNW.
If
Guess
someone were to come up
so.
and be like, "Hey, can I get some Mexi nuggets?" and I was probably like in San, I'd be like, "The fuck is that?" Like,
Honestly,
excuse you?
Get a margarita. You're like, could I get a Mexi Rita?
Excuse you?
Just
I'd
turn
be
it
like,
into everything.
change that
Well,
real
it's kind of
quick.
messed up because I didn't know what tater tots were. So for the longest time, I never would refer to a tater tot as anything other than a Mexi
So
nugget.
you're saying that you'd go to a Wendy's, hey, can I get a Mexi nugget?
my
And
God.
they're thinking like, we have Carlos in the back if you want him.
Can I get?
I don't mean it like that.
Can I get some Ore-Ida Mexi nuggets? She's in the freezer section. They keep saying tater tots on these bags. Where are the Mexi nuggets?
I'm thinking they're not even knowing they're tater tots. I'm thinking the ladies like from Wendy's is gonna be like, Carlos,
Yeah.
I think someone's ordering.
Maybe he's a looker.
Give me that little carrito.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Who
Oh,
ever
just-
right.
thought of that?
Well, that's the chaos part.
Well, now we're over it.
That's hilarious.
No disrespect meant. That's just how it was.
That's what
Oh.
literally what it was.
Interesting.
yeah.
I can't. Huh.
Yeah.
So anyways,
Y'all are
so the
fucking
loonies,
hilarious.
so the loonies were taking 19-year-olds backstage at 50, but it's cool.
So they really are 50. That's crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
Especially, well, I guess that makes sense because they were they were popular when we were in high school and they were older than us.
it was kind of cool to see, and then also kind of uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Because
No,
then
that
I
part's
feel like
not
it'd be
cool.
more
Because I
uncomfortable.
don't feel old, like
Yeah.
at all. I
Yeah.
don't feel old. I don't feel like I look old. I feel like all of the things. I hang out with 24-year-olds like it's normal, which
Yeah.
probably shouldn't be normal, but
Hey, man.
it is.
Hey, man.
I love you. But so like to see Genuine even, the pony song,
That was.
and just watching him up there still like grinding, and you could see like some of his grays. He's still attractive and whatever, but it just didn't feel right anymore.
Yeah.
It just
Felt like
didn't.
you were watching a 50-year-old man trying to grind.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad.
He sounded incredible.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like all of that stuff. It just, I don't know. It just put me somewhere else.
Yeah, no, I get that. I
Like it
get
just
that.
made me feel like, oh, geez.
He also rammed straight into Nina and Gabby. Like they
And I
cleared a
called it-
path for him,
Uh-huh.
like to go into the crowd, and he said "fuck the path" and went in like to the barricade where they put little guards up. He went. Nina and Gabby were standing in front of those guards, like where there was like two
Okay.
connected.
We were right in front of the stage while he was grinding because I
Sorry.
wanted to get video of it.
Uh-huh.
So now he's trying to get himself set up so he can walk through the crowd. And instead of going in the path like
So
Victoria was
they
talking
made
about,
for him.
he came right at me and Gabby and basically pushed us aside. But I have video of it being like, what's happening? Because he's coming straight for me. And in the video, you hear me go, oh, bitch.
Oh my God.
I mean, like I'm just like, dude, the stairs are right there. You couldn't have gone like 10 feet to the right and just gone down the stairs.
He probably wasn't even thinking. He's just kind of like,
I'm going down.
he's going down. He's
Nah. That's funny.
okay. That's probably how it works for him,
Yeah,
You
it
just
probably
don't think
does.
about it.
But yeah, here's the thing too: is like the 20-year-olds. Yeah, they're probably thinking like, "Oh, cool! I got to go backstage at a concert. I feel really cool."
Yeah, I would have too back then, and I'm
Yeah.
sure I did do that.
I hung out with Tone Loc at a
Who's
radio
Tone
concert. That's how old I am.
That's so
Oh,
random.
Yeah, and he was old at the time, but I wasn't like, oh my God, I feel like such a cool groupie. I'm hanging out with Tone Loc.
But
I
it's
was
cool.
working for the radio station, and he like asked me to basically make sure he never had towel fuzz on his beard because it was hot in St.
Oh.
Louis. He kept wiping his face, and they had all these towels, and then he would get white fuzz all over.
Uh-huh.
He's like, this is embarrassing. Can you please just like hang out and make sure that I don't have white, like just tell me.
That's so.
Just
And he
tell
was
me.
real high and really funny.
Oh,
so,
And so we just
funny.
listened to him tell stories, and
I mean,
Sounds
that's
fun.
the best
Yeah.
part. Honestly, I think that would be the best part is just to sit there and
Stories?
listen to them talk. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want a piece of you. I don't want anything.
Yeah.
But your life is so interesting to me. I'd
Yeah.
love to hear about all that. Tell me about the groupies from 20 years ago.
yeah, it was just
Tell
funny.
me about
yeah.
those parties. Like, did you ever go to Hugh Hefner's grotto? Like, I want to hear those kind of stories. Maybe not just the freaky stories, but like also awesome
Yeah.
stories.
Would you have gone to Hugh Hefner's grotto?
Yeah. Actually, I got invited to a Playboy party while I was living in California. I
good.
also almost worked for the Playboy Network, but I was
What happened?
I was third. So I was doing this
Oh.
whole like audition process. And so like it was down to me and like two other girls. No, yeah, me and two other girls, and they were taking two of us. So the other two actually looked like Playboy bunnies.
Mhm.
I didn't look like a Playboy bunny at the time, but I was good. And it was to host a game show. So
Okay.
it wasn't like me getting all like gross or anything like that. It was just to host a game show. And I thought that would be so fun for whatever reason. I had this fascination with Playboy and
Yeah.
just how using women's sexuality in a way was just, it became something else, but it was also still kind of classy in a way, you know, because with the Hustler. Anyway, so I did get an invitation to go to the party.
Oh.
And then I couldn't go because I didn't want to go by myself.
Why don't you go
And
with someone? Like, why don't you?
I couldn't.
You couldn't have a +1?
No.
Ah, shit.
And like that was scary. And the guy that asked me was kind of scary. And it just was one of those things like, do you go and maybe die?
No.
Jesus.
Or do you not go and just tell people you were invited and let them think that you
Did
are
go?
making up a story?
I think it'd be better to go and be alive, or to not go and be
I
alive.
was like, well, that would be the
Yeah,
obvious
to
answer.
not go be alive and then be like, oh yeah, I was invited once. I turned him down.
I mean,
Turn
I
him
did. I
down.
tried so hard, like up until the very last minute to try to get anybody to go with me. But my roommate was out of town. I didn't really know anybody in Sacramento at
But
the time.
I thought you
so
said
you
that you
could-
couldn't take a +1.
Yeah.
Right. I couldn't. But I needed somebody to be in the area.
Oh.
Do you think I'm going to go by myself? Like, I just couldn't do
Well,
that.
No.
Then why are you trying to find people? I'm confused.
That's because then you said you were trying to find people, and then we both got confused.
Yeah.
Well, I was because I still wanted to go.
But you
Right.
didn't.
So you just wanted someone to hang out like a block from the party?
My idea was if we had more girls, then we would be able to try to get in. So I wasn't given a +1, but if there was somebody around that I could take, then I was like, why
Gotcha,
would you
gotcha.
not let us in?
And it
Because
was
we're
in
just girls.
Sacramento, or it was at the Playboy Mansion?
It was at the Playboy Mansion.
Where's that?
Oh, so you
was in
wanted
LA.
to see if someone could come to LA with you.
Yes.
Got it. See this?
Gosh,
Oh gosh,
okay.
this
So,
microphone's really causing issues. For
All
me.
of that stuff was happening while I was doing these auditions.
Gotcha.
And then it was really great because I made it so far. But my boss at the time in Sacramento was like, you can't work for Playboy. That's a breach of contract because it's, I don't know.
Oh, that sucks.
Whatchamacallit? Like,
Conflict of
Non-compete?
interest,
not conflict of interest. What's the word? Like, don't do stupid things.
porn.
Morality clauses.
morality
So like
clauses.
morality clauses are in our contracts and stuff like that. Like if you were to get a DUI or something like
Yes.
that, then the company would have the option whether or not they wanted to stay behind you. Same thing with porn. You
Yeah.
know, they would have the option to, if they wanted
So
to
funny.
whatever. Probably OnlyFans is something like that now
Yeah.
too. Actually it was. I was told I couldn't be on OnlyFans.
Oh,
I love all these people just make all these rules. But it's fine. I didn't really want to do that in the first place. But I did want this Playboy job. So that's when I got my agent. And it really worked out. And I was like, I'm going to see this interview all the way through, audition process all the way through and see what happens. So I did, but I didn't make it. So it was cool.
and then how did your agent help you find an?
Well, then that started my relationship with my agent.
Okay.
And then I've been with them now for like 15 years.
Okay.
So it all started with Playboy. Did any of that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Once you
kind of
piece it together.
It was kind of a wild time in my life.
So you didn't do porn, didn't want to do porn.
No, I didn't.
Didn't do Playboy either.
Didn't do Playboy, didn't want to do Playboy, wanted to host a game show.
Almost
on the
got
Playboy
arrested.
Network.
Wanted to go from Sacramento to LA with someone, not by
Not
yourself, because you didn't
having-
want to die.
Anyone to go with though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got it.
I think yeah.
And you were 3.
Your agent.
Number 3.
Oh,
And
She
I
was
was
third.
number 3. Yeah, I,
Like,
I
that's a little
got
concerning.
cut.
Yeah.
But the network died too, anyways, and the show never
Well,
happened. So.
see, there you go.
It worked out.
It worked out for the
Somebody
best.
was always looking out
here
for me.
you are.
I know, but it was so crazy because when you walk into this like Playboy warehouse, like where all of the network stuff is, once you
That's
park,
cool.
you walk in, it smelled like cotton candy inside,
Oh.
and then the girl at the desk was like,
I think that bothered me.
"Hi, welcome to Playboy." Like
That
Aw,
doesn't surprise me.
That's like so sweet and like.
I just think if
she
you
was
worked,
happy just
so
to be there.
nice. She
If you
was so nice.
worked for the network, you probably could have been friends with like Bridget and Kendra and Holly.
Who's that?
Those were Hugh's.
Yeah, they
great
were. But then you know what's
girlfriends.
really messed up is you hear all this like all the stuff now about what went down in the mansion
Yeah.
and how messed up it is. So at that time, like I had it on some kind of pedestal, and now really in hindsight,
Sounds awful.
sounds awful because they also did a women in radio thing for Playboy, and that was something that I'd always wanted to do too.
What do you mean?
Like you be nude in Playboy
Yeah.
with just
Wait.
like headphones covering your tatas.
Yeah, but I figured you could make it like
Oh, cool.
classy. Yeah, like headphones or like a microphone string. Like there was a girl in my sorority who was in it because they did like the collegiate one.
Oh yeah, girls of the Pac-10
Yeah,
or 12. They did
yeah.
that.
Pac-12.
There was a girl that worked here that was in it. That used to work here.
Maybe I know that.
Maybe.
Playboy is a magazine, but are you talking about trying to be like a bunny? Do they do that anymore? I've never.
I don't think so. No,
I
but they
don't
would,
hear about it anymore.
I don't have a clue.
I don't either, but I feel like they would like feature different industries.
And it's basically like, so they feature them, but it's basically just like almost like skimpy, not skimpy.
Yeah, like they did Girls of the Pac-12, and then it was like the one girl had like a painted on.
Not everybody is
jersey.
completely nude. They let
No,
you like
yeah.
choose.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Like,
And,
are you
like,
all completely almost naked?
The girl that worked at iHeart or Clear Channel at the time, hers was like on the side, like you didn't
Oh, okay.
see.
That's not
Like it was
Yeah.
classy. It's almost kind of like Maxim.
so you didn't have to be
A little more
for
naked
this.
than Maxim.
A little more naked than Maxim, but
But
also
you didn't have
kinda
to be
like-
naked if you. Like,
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But yeah, but now it sounds just like a disaster.
Yeah,
but at the time it was
yeah.
exciting. Now it just
But
so
Maxim was. I did some Maxim parties for the Super Bowl
fun.
in San
What does that
Diego.
mean?
That was fun. It was like they promoted PlayStation and Maxim did parties when the Super Bowl was in San Diego, and I
That's
worked for
cool.
a promoter, and those were fun and different. But like, yeah, Maxim was you were clothed, but it was like
Still hot. I mean, it was,
it was
still
like supposed to be like they always
sexy.
tried to make
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't do Maxim myself. No, people don't want to see that.
Yeah, they do, girl.
No, they don't.
But now it's a different time, and now I don't know if the same things are as exciting as they once were anyway.
Yeah, I don't have any clue if any of that stuff still exists.
I don't either, because I don't feel excited by it anymore.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just interesting how you grow up.
And
yeah,
everything's on social
things
media now. You don't
change.
have to go to the.
Yeah.
That's true.
To get what
Well,
you want.
That's true.
yeah.
Or that
It was
sounds
exciting,
bad.
though, I think, just to go through the process of seeing things that were so much larger than you would have ever imagined.
in
Mhm.
life.
And then now when you see how life works, it all makes sense. But when you're like a little nugget, like you,
Mexi nugget.
okay.
I'm a Mexican.
I did not say that. She's a Spanish nugget.
Spanish nugget.
She's a Spanish Mexi nugget.
Spanish Mexican.
Uh,
That's
Spicy.
hilarious.
Super
Oh,
spicy.
that's funny.
Yeah. What excites you now?
Bed.
Yeah, same.
Like literally, this has been my
That's
every morning when I wake up. I think, how many hours till I can get back in bed?
There's a new term. Look, I'm like a walking encyclopedia
Yeah, what
of
is-
random terms.
yeah.
I do something called trending on the Jubal Show. So
Oh.
my job is to consume all things,
Okay.
all articles, news, information, you name it. I read Psychology Today for fun.
Oh.
However, there is this new term. It's called a happiness attack. And so you'd think it just means that any moment you get happy about something, that would be a happiness attack where you're like, ooh, like I do happy food dances all the time.
Happy
To me,
food
that's a
dances.
happiness attack. But the happiness attack is specifically coordinated to when you go to sleep.
Mm.
So it's the feeling of getting in your bed,
Feeling all comfy.
Oh my God,
being
it's the best.
excited about how you're about to go to sleep, maybe falling asleep to your favorite show. Maybe you just put on a little lavender lotion, little magnesium squirts on your feet.
When you say magnesium squirts, it doesn't
Just-
sound as
no.
I do use magnesium
Awesome.
oil on my feet, though. It is a game changer.
But that is the thing. Like, I mean, the bed is not obviously the only thing that I get excited about these days, but it's like being at home, hanging out with my family,
yeah.
Aw.
like pouring a glass of wine, sitting down to watch a good show, eat some dinner.
What's a
and
good show
laugh.
for you? Because you're like a big sports person, so I'm just curious.
Yeah, we watch some reality TV, Below Deck.
Ooh. Are you into
That's
any
on
like
right now.
the just like random bullshit drama? Not bullshit, but what is it called? The
Bridgerton.
shows that
Oh.
like thank you, like shows that aren't.
I watch Bridgerton, but Mark
Can't
does
think.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so there's shows that like I'll watch Real Housewives. He doesn't watch that stuff, but we just finished the new season of The Boys. I think
How was it?
it's like
The last season.
no,
No, there's one more
there's
coming
one
out.
more.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
My
Oh, this one was
brothers and my
weird.
dad.
It was
watch
super weird.
This one got super weird.
Why?
I like
Well,
the show a lot.
I love
What
the show, but
happened?
it feels like they just want to be gross to be gross, and I'm like, I feel like at some, that sometimes you don't need to just have a ginormous 12-foot dong just to have it. Like,
Wait, what?
yeah, like
That
there's
wasn't one
certain
of the-
things like the spider web dude. Like, I don't need that
It was
in
really
my
gross.
life.
I
Yeah,
mean, we don't want to spoil it for you, but it was pretty gross. He had webs coming out of his butt. But
Yeah.
It was like juices.
but and it was
weird.
like, yeah, it wasn't like he'd shoot a web and it would go to the wall. It was literally, it looked like jizz
Just emptying out of his body.
out of his butt.
And it would happen every time he got excited or nervous.
Were they
Yeah.
trying to be funny or were they?
Of
trying
I think
course.
so, but it's like,
Oh.
and here's the thing: is it was like, okay, do it once, but then it like keeps happening. And you're like, okay, this isn't funny actually anymore.
Yeah.
And there was just,
Interesting.
I don't know, it like I felt like some of the grossness. There was numerous times where I had to be like, I don't even want to watch this, and then it takes away from the show because the show itself is good.
It is good, but I like couldn't even look away. So I just was really, it's weird. It makes you feel weird after you're done watching it, but like I kind of wanted more.
Yeah.
I've only seen the first season.
I was listening to these guys on my way in the other day, and they were talking about it because the guy was like, oh, yeah, once my kids go to bed, then I'll watch the boys. And the other guy was like, you watch that when you're at home, like with your children at home? He's like, I don't even put it on in our house.
Oh, wow.
I watch it on the train into work. And the other guy's like, you watch it on the train? Like, that's the thing is like,
worse.
other people would see that and be like, what porn, again, is this person watching?
Oh,
It's
wow,
like,
that bad.
it's like, but even not porn because it's not a lot of sex. It's just a lot of
Graphic.
stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's weird.
Interesting.
It's good.
It's good. I like it. I'm going to keep watching it.
Yeah.
but
I did
it's
feel bad
weird.
for the one of the actresses in it. I don't know who she.
Starlight?
Yeah. She was really innocent like in the first season, right? That's who it was. Like she
Yeah.
was just coming up.
And now she's kind of innocent again.
Yeah.
Well, just because like on social media, she was getting like a lot of hate for a second
Why?
for her looks.
Oh, because she lost weight.
Because she got skinny or something.
And
But
then
it's
she
like-
had something done to her lips, I think.
But it was only because people were like, I don't know what the fuck happened to her. And she's like, guys, like literally when I started the show, I was like in my early 20s or something like that. Like she's like, I was young. She's like, I grew up. Like, what do you
Yeah.
want? And she like said she was gonna get off social media. I don't know if she did, but I'm just like, yikes.
Yeah, I think she's great. I love her.
I do too. She is tiny, but I feel like that's just how she's built.
Yeah.
But it is interesting sometimes when you watch shows. I'm trying to think of one that is an example of it because I've noticed it a few times where you'll watch the first season and then when you watch the next season, the main characters. Oh, Ginny and Georgia. Did you guys ever
No.
watch that?
Yeah.
So
what about it?
the mom and Ginny and Georgia in the very first season, who's beautiful by the way, and she still is, regardless of whatever size
she looked
she
the
is.
same.
She looks smaller. And I get that
she
though, because she
does?
probably, I don't know if it's just because of stress or her life, but if you see yourself on camera like that, like it can kind of mess with your head a little
Well,
bit.
and then you
She
hear
was
what people will say and things like that. And
And you don't want to take that stuff to heart, but you can't help it.
I don't, if I heard that all the time, I don't know. That's why I don't do TV stuff or have any interest.
Huh.
I don't watch myself back because I always get.
I shouldn't say
kinda-
have no interest. I just feel like people are mean.
Yeah, they are. People are giving that other girl from Euphoria also a lot of shit right now.
Sydney
Thierry?
Sweeney? Oh,
no, they gave her shit too, but
Yeah.
that's like dumb as shit.
I mean,
But
look,
same
why
as
are
this
we
one, but
like
it's
why
like,
are we giving
fuck.
people shit for that stuff? Like, why are we giving people
Well,
a hard time?
I mean, we're in the day and age where literally every single body type is on TV.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes people are skinny and sometimes people are bigger, and that's okay.
Like your body fluctuates. Like it's not
Yeah.
supposed to say like one
It
size
changes.
for.
And telling
especially
someone
women, especially
Yeah.
women, our body changes so much.
and telling someone you're too skinny, eat a sandwich, or thing isn't. It's just as mean as saying you're too fat, go on a diet.
Yeah.
Like it's not nice either way. You don't get to tell me what my body is going to be.
yeah.
I think a lot of us, even though there's that representation now on TV, social media, all that much better than it ever was. But if you grew up during the time where that's when that was so important and so highlighted, even me just sitting here telling you guys I wanted to be on like in the Playboy issue, also told myself I would starve myself at that time to make sure that that would work, which isn't healthy, which is totally terrible.
Yeah.
But I grew up in that time where that was so glorified. And so now
But even then, you could still be too skinny because remember Laura Flynn Boyle, she got a
that?
ration of shit. She was an actress and
Yeah.
she was really skinny and people just like lashed out at her for being so skinny.
which is so terrible also. So I just feel like we're still healing, I think, from that mentality, like all of us women. Gabby, our social media director, was talking about how there were some women that are in the Olympics, like the gymnasts and stuff, that were getting hate for their bodies because they have muscle and they're strong and they could probably kick your ass.
100%.
Like, are
And
you,
how
are
you
you
gonna give it?
serious?
I just don't understand why we
They're
think
athletes.
that we get to criticize other people constantly just because there's social media and you feel
Yeah.
connected to them in some way. Like, why would you then want to spend your day trying to make someone else's life
Shittier.
miserable?
But then if you do feel connected to them, isn't that something that you would want to support?
That's
like
what
if
I would
you feel,
think.
If you
Yeah.
feel connected to somebody, isn't that something when you're like, hey, you know what?
But no, they go out of their way to be negative about it.
That's
Like
pretty
that's
wild.
the whole purpose for their existence, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't either. It is interesting though.
It's kind of sad though. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like you're just tearing people down for the sake of it.
That's what it seems like.
And then you just know that it
Bro.
goes back to that whole saying, hurt people, and that
Yeah.
sucks.
That's not fair.
And none of the stuff they say on social media, nobody would come up to you and say it to your face.
100%.
No.
And that's the thing, is it feels like it gives them, they're like, well, then don't be a celebrity or don't be this. You open yourself up to criticism. It's like, okay.
Well, just
so,
how about being a good person?
yeah, just so you open
Yeah.
yourself up to criticism. If you want to criticize someone for their performance or something like that, if they're in an entertainment industry of being an athlete or an actor or a musician or something,
Yeah.
and you want to criticize their performance, then criticize their performance because that's what they're putting out there. But just because someone chooses to be an actor or a musician or an athlete and has worked their life and their butt off to do it, doesn't mean you then get to criticize everything about them.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not open season.
Well, they're going to do it anyways, but
Yeah,
you
but
shouldn't be able to, but
No, you shouldn't.
I really run the gamut on this one today.
We really have, and it's fun.
gone a lot of places with it.
Yeah.
But there's one takeaway since we were talking about bodies. I do Peloton workouts. I have the Peloton app, and I really love it. And one of the things that's a common, in all of the classes, the teachers will be like, just thank your body today. Just thank your body because it can move.
Yeah.
Thank your body for being healthy and allowing you to stand, to walk. Like, it's a blessing. Like, you get to move. That's a gift. So anytime you get to do that, like, that's a celebration.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Thank your body today.
Thank your body today.
Aw.
And maybe tell the people that you feel connected to something nice.
Yeah.
Because
and give them
connections
8 hugs.
Yes.
I can't tell you the last day I've had 8 hugs. I don't even really make it to 1 most days.
What? Okay, well, we're going to have to change that.
Aw, that's cute.
Well, however many hugs you get, know that we are giving you a virtual one right now.
Yeah, that counts.
And we thank you so much for staying chaotic with us. We are taking a few weeks off. And
Yeah, a little summer break.
We're going to take a little summer break.
Ooh.
And then we will be right back to get this chaos on and popping. Right?
Sure. I'm just waiting for you to actually end it the way you're supposed to end it, though.
I was just like saying stuff. I thought you guys were going to say
Oh,
stuff.
I thought you were trying
Oh.
to sign out, and I was like,
I
we're
did
not supposed
too.
to
That's what I
talk.
thought we were
I thought we were
waiting
supposed to be
for.
quiet.
Okay. In the meantime,
Well,
stay chaotic.
but keep it classy.
We'll miss you.